serving, will you please rise for the playing of our national anthem?
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Buckeye Toyota, Bay Food Market, Fairfield County Adam H., the Savings Bank, Fairfield Medical Center, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, the Carriage Company, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Dagger Law, and North Body Shop.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Interface Video Productions High School Basketball Game of the Week. I'm Jared Stewart alongside Tim Shoemaker. Tonight, we're in the Grove, Sugar Grove, as we kick off our basketball broadcast season. The Berne Union Rockets hosting the Fisher Catholic Irish. Tim, let's jump right into it. Over the years, this has become a pretty big rivalry, but when you talked about these coaches this week, it's kind of interesting. They both talked about the same thing, trying to get more people involved and figure out how they can generate more offense from more guys than just one or two.
Absolutely, and you know, both teams really are young, but Fisher has a little advantage in the scoring is that they have two really good scorers, where Chad McKnight talked to me that they really haven't had anybody step up to do that yet, and they're really looking forward to see that happen.
Fisher Catholic comes in 1-3 overall, 1-2 in the Mid-State League. Cardinal Berne Union is 0-4 and 0-3. Tonight's tip-off brought to you by North Body Shop, providing quality customer service, parts, and reliability since 1979. Owner Mark North will provide you with a free written warranty on each estimate. That's Mark North of North Body Shop. He'll treat you right. Tip won by the Rockets, wearing all white tonight. Got to mention that Fisher Catholic with new coach A.J. James in his first year at Fisher Catholic, flanked by his father, Kerry James, who has spent many, many years on the basketball bench as an assistant at Bloom Carroll, and then also as the head girls coach at Amanda Clear Creek for several years. And that is some kind of coaching staff over their shoe.
Well, when you want to get something started, you know what they've been emphasizing, and you see it here this first possession, is defense.
Rebound and put back no good for the Rockets. Rebounded by Sam Tenza of the Irish. Irish start two freshmen in Tenza and Joey Ellis. Here is Ellis from the block, kick it back out to O'Reilly. O'Reilly on the drive. Nice strong move inside off the glass and in.
Yeah, great drive. You got to sit down and guard him, otherwise he's going to have a big night, Jared.
Hyde O'Reilly coming in averaging 16.7 points per game. He hit the game-winning shot Tuesday night against Fairfield Christian. That was a game that Fisher Catholic had a large lead, a 15-point lead, dwindle in the fourth quarter. FCA went on a big run, scored 23 points in the fourth quarter, sent it to overtime, and then in the overtime, Fisher Catholic actually got into some foul trouble. They were playing with three starters fouled out, but somehow came away with the victory, a hard-fought victory. Hyde O'Reilly hit the game-winning shot with 5 seconds on the clock to come out 61-60. And this is a team that their identity this year, they want to create a lot of pressure defensively, playing some good hard defense. For the Rockets with the basketball is Brody Tallarico. He'll kick it left side. Here's Harris at the top of the key, being worked on man-to-man by Joey Ellis. Harris, little handoff to Shoemaker. Picks up his dribble. Nice pass underneath, up and in. No, he was in and out, but a good strong rebound by the Rockets. Couldn't get the follow to go.
That's 2 possessions in a row, Jared. They got to the lane and to the rim and got a putback, but no finish.
Here's Kiefer, skip it over to Tenza. Tenza on the drive. His shot no good, gets his own rebound, and putback is in.
Yeah, good job of staying with it. Strong putback.
Sam Tenza, the freshman for the Irish, puts them up 4-0. We talked about the Irish coaching staff. Chad McKnight on the other side for the Rockets in his 5th year. It's hard to believe it's been that long that he's been here.
It goes fast.
Of course, Chad is a graduate of Lancaster High School, a heck of a basketball player in his own right, as Hyde O'Reilly steals it and takes it the length of the floor and scores it. 6-0 Irish early on here in the first quarter. Harris dribbles it off his foot. Gets it over now right side to Shoemaker. Shoemaker being guarded closely by Grant Kiefer. Now they'll switch and go to O'Reilly. Good patience here this drive by the Rockets. And a whistle and a jump ball going to be called. So the possession arrow favors Fisher Catholic. Here's a replay of that drive and shot, followed by Sam Tenza. Tonight's replay is brought to you by Dagger Law. We'll tell you about them in just a few minutes. Kiefer, nice dump inside to a wide open Sam Tenza. He's got 4 points tonight.
Yeah, just not communicating defensively, Jared. It's what they call cross screen down, block to block, and all you have to do really is switch it or cheat, and they did neither.
And Coach McKnight wants a timeout. Timeouts tonight brought to you by the Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster. You can check out their website at carriagecompany.com. And you saw that replay. Tonight's replay is brought to you by Dagger Law. Dagger Law is your firm built on more than 110 years of legal expertise and experience. Whatever your situation, the knowledgeable legal professionals at Dagger Law can get you the help you need from a local, trusted, and experienced firm. Contact Dagger Law today at 740-759-4096 or online at daggerlaw.com. Shoot, Chad McKnight took that timeout. What do you think he's talking to his team about right now, down 8-0?
Well, I think one of the biggest things when you're successful is you're confident. And they've done some decent things offense. Fisher's very good defensively in their half-court man-to-man defense. They've gotten to the rim. They've had the ball. They haven't finished putbacks. You just got to be confident with that. Keep doing what they're doing. You're going to have to be patient. Fisher is not going to give you anything easy, but you also have to be able to score the ball. And with young teams sometimes, Jared, that is a very, very typical characteristic.
Yeah, that last drive, they had a really nice kind of backdoor cut, found them underneath the bucket, just couldn't finish it.
Yeah, and that, like I said, that's common of youthful teams sometimes.
Yeah, this is a team that only has 2 seniors on their varsity roster in Austin Snyder and Glennie Harris. Clayton Moore with the basketball being worked on by freshman Joey Ellis. Moore will drive, put it up and no good, but he's fouled. Ellis going to be called for his first foul.
Yeah, it's just a good job of getting straight line drive and getting to the rim.
So Moore goes to the free throw line. First one's up and in and out. Man, must be a lid on that hoop shoe.
It's not
been very, it was down through the cylinder almost.
Not been very forgiving so far, but you know, we're only a little over 3 minutes here into the first quarter.
Second one up and in for Clayton Moore. Rockets are on the board. Quickly up ahead come the Irish. Here's Peyton Owens. Dish underneath to Hyde O'Reilly. He couldn't finish. Rebound by Austin Snyder.
Yeah, good job. Sideline break. Sprinting to the block, getting the ball inside.
Snyder gives it off to Moore. Clayton, right side now to Tallarico. Swing it back around.
Yeah, you got to catch the ball there, you know.
Had to waste a dribble.
Yeah, it did to recover. I mean, it's just simple things a lot of times, Jared, that make you successful in this sport. Pivoting, catching the ball, good hard cuts. But they're simple, but they're hard to do right all the time.
Shoemaker dribbles to the elbow, gets it back out to Moore. Here goes Moore on the drive. Gets it to Snyder. Good, tough defense by the Irish, man-to-man defense. And that is one thing that they have keyed on.
Yes.
As soon as Coach James came in, he said, we are going to play tough defense.
It's an effort area. Regardless of your skill set, everybody can play defense.
Davenport, again, had to waste his dribble. Now it's dead and got it off to Shoemaker. Shoemaker picks up his dribble.
See, here's the thing. People think that Berne, they'll be upset that Berne's very, very patient.
No, there's nothing wrong with this at all.
It's not that they're patient. It's that Fisher's making them work to get a shot, a good shot.
Shoemaker dumps it in. It's tipped away. Recovered by Clayton Moore. Here comes Moore. Get it back out to Shoemaker. Into the paint to Ray Davenport. His little jumper is good.
I mean, I give Berne credit. They kept working at it here, Jared. Because Fisher is not going to give you anything easy.
Irish up 8-3. Kiefer brings it up for Fisher Catholic. Gets it to Ellis. Now O'Reilly. Here's Kiefer. Tough man-to-man defense by the Rockets. Evan Shoemaker on Kiefer. Now they get it out to Sam Tenza. O'Reilly from just outside the free throw line drains it. 6 for Hyatt O'Reilly, and the Irish lead at 10-3.
And that's what I'm talking about. He has confidence. You can see it when he rises up to shoot it. He expects to make the shot.
Right side, here's Tallarico. Takes a screen from Davenport. Now get it to Moore. Moore being worked on by Owens. Now get it inside to Davenport. Quick swing around to Tallarico. He'll drive. Put the shot up. No good. Kiefer the rebound.
Yeah, super movement by the Rockets. Just, again, no finish, Jared.
Here's Owens. Owens takes a long-range three and got it. Peyton Owens from three. He averages 18.7 points a game. 18.8 points a game. That is his 20th three-point goal of the season.
And we're just into the 5th game.
Yeah.
Now he used a little jab step there, Jared. Good footwork. Got his man to retreat and just, again, confidence, Jared.
Nice backdoor cut.
Yeah.
And a good shot by Clayton Moore.
Well, they beat the pressure, and the only way you can beat pressure is you got to attack. And a lot of times is when you flash high, the wing can cut to beat the pressure. And the thing, if you're Fisher, if you're going to pressure, the backside's got to be ready to help on that, Jared. A little quicker.
Here's Owens. He'll fire up another three. He got it with the hand in his face.
But that's the key, Jared. The hand was only in the face, not up on the shot.
True.
And there's a fine line there, especially if a shooter like Owens, who's very confident.
Owens with 6 of his own, and the Irish lead at 16-5. Under 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. Here's Tallarico. Right side, Clayton Moore. Now Ray Davenport. Moore goes on the drive. His shot no good. Davenport up and under for the putback.
Good job of getting on the boards by Davenport.
Ray Davenport with 4. We're down to 5 seconds. Here's O'Reilly.
He's not
down
giving
to 2.
it. Yep, good
O'Reilly
choice.
shot from the elbow, no good.
Yeah.
And time expires here in the first quarter. The Irish lead it after 16-7 on some pretty tight defense and some good shooting. Watch this right here by Ray Davenport.
Now, we call that PhD, Jared, under the basket. You can't always get a traditional shot. It's proper hand development.
Yeah.
You go up and score, reverse layup, whatever it might take. And he showed a very good skill set right there.
16-7, Fisher Catholic leading Berne Union here at the end of one. We mentioned that Fisher Catholic comes in 1-3 overall. They started the season with 2 very close losses against New Hope and then also against Miller on the road. That was one that Coach James really was not happy about. They came back against Harvest Prep, which it's going to be hard to beat for anybody to beat Harvest Prep.
Well, especially where the program is at this point. Coach James said that, he felt they really competed though, Joe, especially for 3 quarters. He said, we competed very well and did a good job. But probably, like I said, where the program is right now, until the confidence level comes up, more kids step into the scoring and offensive, attack mode. It's going to take a little bit more of that.
Now for Berne Union, they started out the season. They played Nelsonville York, also Bishop Rosecrans, FCA, and Grove City Christian. I tell you what, Grove City Christian, boy, that's going to be a team in this Mid-State League Cardinal. I think right now they're the team to beat.
Well, they've had a team there before, too. If you remember a few years back, they had a really explosive offensive group, and they go through those little cycles sometimes.
Again, the second quarter with the Rockets with the basketball. Here's Davenport at the block. Davenport goes up strong, in and out. Dashel Neighbor with the rebound, and a whistle. Whistle and a foul on Ray Davenport.
Tell you what, he's got to be more assertive in there. He can get up over people and shoot the ball. Just finish it off.
Hyde O'Reilly checks back in for Fisher Catholic. Sam Tenza will get a break. We talked about Harvest Prep. Ironically, Coach A.J. James teaches at Harvest Prep, so he knows a lot of those guys on that team.
I'm sure.
Here's Owens swinging around. Kiefer now to Noah Reed. Back over to Owens.
Yeah, you got to make him put it on the floor, Jared.
And he throws it away. He picked it up in the corner, which is not a good spot to pick it up. And a good takeaway by the Rockets. They'll dump it inside to Davenport. Back out now, and a whistle and a traveling violation. Lenny Harris saw the lane, and boy, he got excited, but he forgot to put it on the floor quick enough.
Got a little excited. You're right. Just got to take your time. They switch people on the point. You got Owens on the point now, and that's exactly the right thing to do, is get up on him.
Reed gets it to the block.
Yeah.
O'Reilly couldn't finish. There's Kiefer. What a shot. He didn't come down with it. He just stayed up, caught it, and shot it.
Yeah, good job. Again, they got him on a back screen with no communication, and they got to put back.
18-7 Irish with 6:39 and counting here in the second quarter. Right side, Rockets get it to Harris. And it goes out of bounds off of Berne Union. Joey Ellis comes back in for Fisher Catholic. Evan Shoemaker checks back in for the Rockets.
Well, they have 6 right now. Okay.
Here's a Dagger Law replay of that catch and putback by Kiefer.
Well, that's, they've got him on the boards here a few times.
Owens will drive inside the paint.
Yeah,
puts up the shot, no good.
But that's how you got to make him be a driver, Joe. Yep. And he may be good enough, but you got to find out.
Yeah.
Because he's already proved to us he can shoot the 3.
Yeah.
So you got to take that away. The problem with that, when you haven't had a pass, it's a tough thing sometimes. You don't make it. It's like, dang.
Moore brings it up for the Rockets, looking at Joey Ellis in the man-to-man defense. Clayton gives it off right side, Shoemaker. Back out now to Davenport. Moore dribbles, takes a screen from Davenport. Down to the corner now. Pass is stolen away. Dashel Neighbor got a hand on it.
Well, when you put the ball over your head, Jared, 99% of the time people see that and they're going to deflect it.
Right.
It's not where you should have the ball as an offensive player.
O'Reilly back out to Owens. Skip pass over Joey Ellis in the corner. Thought about the 3, doesn't take it. They'll swing it back opposite side. Here's Owens. Now Noah Reed. Hyde O'Reilly sees the open 3, no good. And everybody left. Nobody stayed to rebound, and the Rockets take it away. Clayton Moore to Shoemaker. Now back to Moore. Left side, it's Talarico. Being worked on by Dashel Neighbor. Now Moore has a wide open 3. No good. Hyde O'Reilly the rebound. Skip pass to Joey Ellis. Ellis on the drive. His shot's no good. Dashel Neighbor, the backside rebound. His shot's blocked twice. The second one they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Tallarico.
Again, good job getting on the boards by the Irish.
So Dashel Neighbor, the junior, forward for the Irish, goes to the free throw line. First one's up and good. Sam Tenza comes back in for Fisher Catholic. He'll give Peyton Owens a breather. Austin Snyder also checks back in for Berne Union as Dashel Neighbor hits both free throws. And we've got a timeout on the floor brought to you by Dagger Law. Or not, sorry about Carriage Company. Dagger Law's the replays.
And let's give a big shout out to Buckeye Lake Marina. If you're looking for a new boat, a great pre-owned watercraft, or a place to get parts for your boat, Buckeye Lake Marina has it all. More information can be found at buckeyeLakeMarina.com. And also Buffalo Wild Wings. Thanks to Larry Tiplin and the crew for great food, great service, and the best sports viewing in town. It's all at Buffalo Wild Wings in the Plaza Shopping Center on North Memorial Drive in Lancaster.
As the game goes on tonight, we're going to be telling you about some other games going on around the area. We're going to talk about the other leagues, where people stand. Some teams in our area off to a pretty good start, both boys and girls. We're going to be telling you about that throughout tonight's game. And she'll also want to get a chance to talk about, we mentioned Coach A.J. James and his father coming over as an assistant. I want to talk to you as we go on here about the role of an assistant coach and what it means to have such a vocal and somebody with that kind of experience as an assistant.
Okay.
Here's Snyder at the block. Back out to Shoemaker. Left side now, Tallarico. 4:25 and counting here in the second quarter. Tallarico gets it over to Moore.
So if they're going to switch the ball screens, just simple switches, there's not a lot you can do. So you've either got to slip the ball screen, which means the screener dives to the basket, and allow the dribbler to play one-on-one, Jared.
Good pass from O'Reilly over to Joey Ellis. He spots up for three, no good. Rebound by Clayton Moore. Here comes Moore the other way. Get it down to Shoemaker, back to Moore. Moore now off to Tallarico. Here's Shoemaker, under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Snyder on the drive. His shot's up and in. His first bucket of the night.
First time he's really been assertive to the basket, to be honest with you.
Cuts it back to within 11, 20-9. Sam Tenza, nice quick footwork, but a nice job by Evan Shoemaker on the block there.
You got to get your shoulders parallel to the backboard so you can protect the ball. It's a great first step crossover drive.
Tallarico.
Nice move.
Yeah, very nice. He puts it off the glass. It's no good. And on the rebound attempt, foul's going to be called on Ezra Clark.
Well, you might want to talk about the new fouls rule.
Yes, go ahead. I mean, it's
well, each quarter you get 4 fouls before they shoot. They shoot on the 5th foul, and it's always 2 shots now, unless it's a shooting foul, of course, a common foul. But it stops and starts over each quarter. So it's really made the game less about fouling and free throw shooting.
Yeah. Shu, let's talk about what I mentioned earlier with assistant coaches.
Yeah.
I mean, you coached for many, many years. What does it mean to have somebody of that, that vocal, not afraid to get in there and really coach these guys up as an assistant?
Well, as an assistant, first of all, his role.
There's Coach James right there. Coach James's father.
And you love somebody like Coach James with experience like that, because he's been through it. He's viewed it from the head coaching point. He knows. Good job out of bounds.
Yeah. O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Again gets his own rebound and again puts it up. And again, this time it's Owens on the hustle rebound, and he's fouled by Tallarico.
Great effort.
A lot of hustle out of the Irish.
Yeah, Hyde's field goal percent went down real fast on that one play.
There's one.
Oh, no, it's great effort. I love it.
There's 2.
Persistence.
There's 3. And here's Owens out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, all 3 rebounds were players going from A to B.
Yes.
And that's when you have a good rebounder. But, talking about assistant coaches, first of all, like I said, it's a great experience. But they also got to be willing to And I guess in a family situation, it might be, maybe even more able to do that, but you have to give perspective and opinion.
Yeah.
But you also have to understand as an assistant, I've been in both roles, you have to be able to have the head coach say no and not take it personal.
Right.
Because you are a suggester.
Right.
A coach, the head coach is the decision maker. But the one thing about a great assistant coach is they also, not just during the game, but in practice, they break down, they communicate with the kids, they show things to them that they need to learn. And sometimes they're the buffer between the head coach and the player as far as communication, Jared.
Irish up 22-9, 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Glennie Harris with the basketball. Get it out the top of the key to Evan Shoemaker. Spins around Owens, gets it back over left side to Harris. His three no good, and Ray Davenport going to be called for a foul.
And now it is 2 shots on that foul. Here's a common situation here in the second quarter. 6th foul of the quarter. It's 2 shots always.
How do you think that's going to change the game, especially toward the end of a game when we saw the other night kind of did come into play, and it didn't with FCA against Fisher Catholic. FCA needed to foul, but they hadn't committed a single foul in the fourth quarter.
Well, sometimes that can be inhibiting when you're really good at not fouling. But I will never preach against not fouling.
Right.
I mean, one of the key statistics that we always banked on, and you can get statistic driven. I wasn't real big on the last statistics, but the number one was we want to make more free throws than you shoot. Because we're going to be defensively disciplined enough to guard you without fouling. And that comes from technique and effort from players.
I mean, you'd think, at the end of the game, whereas it used to be a foul was 1 and 1, now they're getting 2 automatically.
Well, that takes pressure off,
too.
It does. It really takes. The 1-on-1 sometimes, I've saw a lot of things happen 1-on-1 with 1-on-1 free throws.
Peyton Owens steals it away. Minute 45 to play in the first half. Owens to O'Reilly. O'Reilly on the block. Good strong move. No good. And a rebound by Ezra Clark.
Yeah, good pass by Owens. Riley does a great job getting to the ball side block and transition. Makes himself an available receiver.
Here's Clayton Moore on the baseline. His little jumper's up and in.
Hey, you got to have somebody shoot it.
5 points for
assertive.
Clayton Moore,
I mean, somebody's got to step up.
Here's Tenza. Tenza just going to fire up the 3 and drain it. 7 points for Sam Tenza.
Sometimes you just got to let it fly.
Question for you. On that pass, it kind of hit the floor. It kind of came out of his hand. Would that, if he puts it on the floor and dribbles there, is that considered a double dribble?
They won't call it.
I'm wondering if that's what was going through Sam's head.
They'll consider it a bobble. See, they've got them slowed down to where their cuts aren't real good right now for the Rockets. And I'm not just being critical, but right now what you got to do is you got to make your spacing good and get it to areas where they got those nice post
Good
moves.
move by Austin Snyder, and he got it. He's fouled.
Great job there getting it to the block, and he made a good move. But
strong move.
Yeah, you just want to, what you want to do is you want to create spacing, because defense can guard people, but they can't guard space. And then you pass the ball to areas. I mean, you ever watch football where they throw the ball down and out before he turns?
Yep.
You do the same thing in basketball. It's not, you don't have it down and out, but you throw the ball to spots. If you practice it enough and time it up, it can beat pressure.
Snyder completes the 3-point play, gives him 5 on the night. It's 26-14 rather. Drew Matty checks into the game for the Irish, replacing Joey Ellis. Down to 19 seconds in the half. Here's Kiefer.
I mean, they're just flat out chasing Owens now, doing a good job.
Drew Matty spots up for 3 from the top of the key, no good. Rebounded by the Rockets, and a foul going to be called.
But it's only the 3rd foul of the quarter, so you're good.
Great Kiefer is called for it. That's his first.
Yeah, I always, I think you're always wise to accept fouls of aggression to the boards. And, unless you're just flat out shove somebody. But I like kids being aggressive to going after the ball.
9.6 seconds on the clock to go in the first half. Here comes Clayton Moore up the near side. Moore Steps back beyond the three-point line. Shot no good. Maddie the rebound with 1 second. Length of the court shot no good. And the first half ends with the Irish on top, 26-14. And Shu, I tell you, pretty aggressive play out of the Irish, especially defensively.
They're solid, Jared. You have to beat them. They're not going to beat themselves. And I thought that, actually Berne, for a young group, was relatively patient. Now, part of that's because Fisher forced them to be patient, but I also thought they did okay getting to the rim. They just missed a lot of shots.
We're going to take a timeout. We come back. We'll have the first half stats and analysis. And then coming up, the second half of this Mid-State League Cardinal matchup between the Fisher Catholic Irish and the Berne Union Rockets. Stay tuned. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week.
Fairfield County has so many wonderful resources for those in addiction with mental health issues. There's so many great court supports to promote accountability so that there's just a positive change across the board. There's so many great interactions within all the community agencies. The Adam H Board is wonderful at providing resources for the whole population to be able to make sure that all those barriers are met and that those needs are taken care of.
I like working in Fairfield County because it provides me the opportunity to make positive change where I live. Fairfield County has a great network for veterans to help. It makes me proud that we know we take care of our veterans here.
I'm kind of new to it. I've been here for about a year, but it's interesting because you get a little bit of everything. We're right here smack in between the big city of Columbus and Appalachia. So you get to work with all kinds of people, get to do all kinds of things. But my favorite thing about Fairfield County is the people. They are passionate, they are fun, they are engaged, and it's a great place to work.
Community, connections, collaboration. The Fairfield County Way.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Taylor with Habitat for Humanity of Southeast Ohio. Here at Habitat for Humanity, our mission is simple. We bring the community together to build strength, stability, and self-reliance through shelter. Achieving this mission is made possible with the support of generous local partners like the Buckeye Cares program. That means Buckeye will make a donation with every vehicle sold this month. From all of us at Habitat for Humanity, we say thank you, Buckeye, for once again offering your generous support.
Fairfield Federal. When it comes to our customers and our community, we go above and beyond to help. Our people make the difference. Personal or business banking, whatever you need, we take it seriously because we know you do. Stop by today at any of our 3 locations and see why the difference is clear. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan specializes in banking that revolves around you.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our 2 locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Where can I find advanced heart care?
When you choose Fairfield Medical Center for your heart care, you'll find confidence in our expertise and peace of mind in our compassion. Your health is important, and our heart and vascular experts specialize in the latest technology and treatments to keep you feeling your best. Whatever you're searching for, you can find it at Fairfield Medical Center.
Hi, I'm Carol Whittington, and I would like to invite you to stop by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, located at 1540 Hubbard Drive in Lancaster. We're a small family-owned business and have been servicing the Central Ohio and Hocking Hills area since 2003. Graduations with a personal touch, weddings with a personal touch, corporate events with a personal touch. Please call us today for all your party rental needs. 740-689-6991.
We're back at the Grove, Berne Union High School. It is halftime between Fisher Catholic and Berne Union. The Irish lead at 26-14. Let's take a look at the first half scoring. First of all, for the Berne Union Rockets, the home team, Ray Davenport has 4 points at the half, and then they have two guys with 5. It's Clayton Moore with 5 points, and Austin Snyder late in that second quarter put up 5 points as well. Had a strong 2-point bucket and then finished it off with a free throw right after that. And that's where Berne Union stands at 14. For the Fisher Catholic Irish, they have 4 guys in the scoring column. Dashel Neighbor has 2 points, both of those from the free throw line. Also, 2 guys with 7. It's Sam Tenza, the freshman, with 7 points. He has a 3 and 2 twos. And it's Hyde O'Reilly with 7 points. And leading the way for the Fisher Catholic Irish is Peyton Owens with 8 points. So again, it's Owens 8, O'Reilly 7, Neighbor 2, Tenza 7. To give the Irish 26 at halftime. They lead Berne Union 26-14. I want to say thanks to our Interface Video Productions crew tonight. Our producer-director, Josh Messerly. On graphics and replay, Donnie Ziegfeld. And our cameras tonight, Shane Messina and Tom Russo. Again, we're at halftime here at Sugar Grove, Berne Union High School. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with all the second half action of the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Stay with us.
Swing into the Carriage Company and check out our sweet deals.
If you're looking for the best selection of clean, quality used vehicles, look no further than the Carriage Company. You'll feel secure with your purchase, knowing all vehicles undergo an extensive safety and service check prior to the sale. And all vehicles can be viewed online at carriagecompany.com. The Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster.
Wait!
Central Ohio, home to thousands of businesses, large and small, each with owners and employees working hard to make their businesses work. We're the Savings Bank, and we're here for your business. When you call, we answer. When you email, we reply. And when you need a business loan, we get moving. Because in a market of thousands, we keep our eyes on your business. The Savings Bank.
Bay Food Market is Fairfield County's source for high-quality, locally sourced meats. The meat case is always full of quality fresh beef, pork, gourmet burgers, and gourmet brats for you and your family to enjoy. Bay Food Market cures and smokes their own hams, bacon, and sausage. Visit Bay Food Market at the corner of Maple and Walnut Streets in Lancaster and discover the Bay Food Market difference. Open daily 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., closed Thursday and Sunday. Bay Food Market, proudly serving Fairfield County families for more than 90 years.
Dagger Law has more than 110 years of experience in nearly every aspect of the law. When we're not just helping clients, we're helping the community. You'll see us at festivals, sporting events, and around town because we live and work here too. We are your neighbors, and we want to help you when you need it. When we help each other, we're stronger. Our community is stronger. Creating a strong, vibrant, healthy, and safe community is everyone's responsibility, and we take the responsibility seriously. We are local. We are trusted. We are experienced.
This holiday season, we at Fairfield DD want to say thank you to our community. Your continued support enables us to move toward a community that realizes the value of every person. Fairfield DD is here to bring about a vibrant community where people lead lives of greater independence and make meaningful contributions. As we celebrate the holidays and prepare for a brand new year, we are grateful to our community members for supporting and moving our mission forward every day. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you and those you love.
Hi, I'm Carol Whittington, and I would like to invite you to stop by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, located at 1540 Hubbard Drive in Lancaster. We are a small family-owned business and have been servicing the Central Ohio and Hocking Hills area since 2003. Graduations with a personal touch, weddings with a personal touch, corporate events with a personal touch. Please call us today for all your party rental needs. 740-689-6991.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Buckeye Toyota, Bay Food Market, Fairfield County Adam H., the Savings Bank, Fairfield Medical Center, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, the Carriage Company, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Dagger Law, and North Body Shop.
And we're back. Second half action underway here at Berne Union High School. And Tim, real quick, while we get this second half action underway, we talked all throughout that first half about the tight defense that Fisher was playing.
Yes.
And we mentioned at one point, that Berne, we talked about their patience, but I think, one thing that we didn't mention was, typically you see a lot of tight pressure defense and there's a lot of turnovers. Berne didn't have a lot of turnovers. They really did even though they didn't score a lot of points,
right,
they did a nice job of being patient and not making silly mistakes.
I agree. And, they're still not polished yet. They're young players.
Right.
And they've got to continue to work on that. But I thought they had a pretty decent half. I mean, they held Fisher to 26, which they've had a couple bad and poor defensive outings. And I know Chad talked a lot about wanting to improve the defensive perspective. And Fisher's going to make you be patient because they do a good job defensively.
And also one of the things that Coach McKnight told you is that they want to find an identity. What do you think? What does he mean by that?
Really, what you want to do is find something you do well.
Okay.
I mean, we've come on here, and what's the first thing we said about the Irish? Good half-court man-to-man defense. And that's been established. They've made it a priority. Right now, Berne doesn't have anything really that they're doing really super consistent.
Here's Sam Tenza. He lost the pass. It was kind of behind him. Stolen away by Austin Snyder. On the other side for Fisher Catholic, one of the things that Coach James told you is obviously they want to get more guys involved scoring-wise, as we see that time Shoemaker putting up the 2. They want to get more guys involved in the scoring because O'Reilly and Owens are scoring 90%. In that first half, they had Sam Tenza coming in and scoring 7.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's a big, if he can get now, they have been chasing Owens since the second quarter. When I say that, they're playing really tight, and if he gets it, they're making him put it on the floor. Well, Peyton's got to decide, because here's Hyde. He's aggressive. He'll try to attack the basket. Well, Peyton, see the denial up front.
O'Reilly in the corner for 3. Got it.
See, and that'll open him up a little bit for getting to the hoop now. He just had to make one. He's having a little trouble getting in the hoop down here, but had great effort and great looks. You can't argue with that.
When you've got a 1-2 punch like Owens and O'Reilly, I mean, it's going to be tough for defenses to handle that.
Yeah, and if you get a third scorer like we talked, like Tenza.
Yep. Here's Snyder at the elbow. Defense put on by Sam Tenza, and he's going to pick up the foul. Snyder almost got it to go. He already has one old-fashioned three-point play today. Here's the replay.
Yeah, watch here. Watch Hyde just jump up, let it fly, Jared. Just confident.
Tenza's called for his first foul. Snyder could not get the first free throw to go. Ray Davenport going to come in for the Rockets. Speaking of the Rockets, got a chance to talk to Danny Snively, the AD, before we went on the air. Talked to him during the JV game. A lot of excitement down here in Sugar Grove. They're going to be opening up their brand new school building when they come back from Christmas break. Their last day of the winter break, or first day of the winter break, starts tomorrow. Their last day was today in school, and they're going to open up that new building on January 10th. They'll play their first game in the new building on January 10th, but they're pretty excited. Lots of good things going on down here in the Grove.
Well, we saw it in football season when we came down here and did the game, and we did playoff game here for FCA, and it's remarkable. It's going to be a campus, Jared.
Yep.
It's really exciting what's going on.
Absolutely. So congratulations to all the folks down here in Sugar Grove, and I know that Danny Snively's worked very hard. He's in his 6th year as the athletic director here at Berne Union. Foul's called on Austin Snyder. That's going to be his first.
But, you watch that possession right there, and, Hyde's there, and he's a little frustrated, but you can't allow that to change the next play or the next possession. And those are shots he's used to making. You can tell.
Yeah.
But I thought he handled himself really well there, because you got to move on. Basketball is so fast of a sport. And I know you talk about in baseball on pitches. You got to go to the next pitch.
Yep.
In basketball, you got to go to the next play.
Yep.
You cannot stay there.
O'Reilly hit the front end of the 1-and-1, gives him 11 points on the night. Couldn't get the second one to go. Here's Clayton Moore, his team trailing 30-17. 5:04 to play in the third quarter. Left side at Shoemaker, at the top rather. Shoemaker.
Yeah, I like putting a little more pressure, but you got to guard the ball and keep it in front of you.
Here's Davenport. Back out now to Tallarico. Moore looking for the cutters. Takes the screen from Davenport. Davenport screens and rolls, but he wasn't open. And a whistle and a foul going to be called on Tenza. That's 2 quick ones here in the third quarter on Sam.
Yeah, just technique stuff. Good effort. He's strong. Strong players sometimes don't think they're fouling. They do. I've coached enough kids because they're strong, and it doesn't seem like much to them.
And Sam actually fouled out the other night against FCA, and all 5 fouls were in the second half. Almost all of them in the fourth quarter. Here's Clayton Moore. Dump it down to Austin Snyder. Strong backing in
and that's
putting
okay.
it up and in.
Sam did a good job chesting him up. But if he's got to sit down, here's a good job making Owens, dribble the basketball.
Austin Snyder the rebound on the missed shot. Rockets back to within 11. Moore down to the corner. Shoemaker for 3, no good. Backside rebound by Grant Kiefer. Here come the Irish quickly up the floor. Kiefer going to go coast to coast and score it.
That's what they need to do, is get out and transition, Jared. They are a very athletic team.
32-19, 3:45 and counting here in the third quarter. Moore on the drive inside the paint. His shot's good.
Tough shot.
That was. O'Reilly now being worked on by Davenport. Kick it over to Kiefer. Now Owens for a long-range 3. No good. Joey Ellis. Good hustle rebound. Back out to Tenza now. Tenza. Jumper no good. Austin Snyder tips it out. It'll stay with the Irish. Dashel Neighbor going to check in as we see the dagger law replay of Kiefer going coast to coast.
That's what a quarterback does, isn't it? Put it on the floor and go.
Should we talked about the role of the assistant coach. Sam just checked out and immediately had a seat right beside Coach Kerry James over there, getting some coaching. Hyde O'Reilly scores the bucket and he's fouled.
Well, the thing about Hyde, he's missed a few of those that he thought he should have made, and that time he really concentrated, got the contact and finished.
Snyder was called for the foul. That's his 3rd. That's a big foul for the Rockets. Austin Snyder's really picked up his game in the last part of that second quarter and now beginning the third quarter.
And see, that's, you talk about coaches, assistants, and that's what you do. You go down and, if Kerry's in charge of the defense or really involved, then you talk to the players about the technique or, how to get better position and all those type things. And see, that's good. As a head coach, you don't have time to do that all the time because there's a lot going on between the substitutions, what's coming up the next play and stuff. Those assistants are invaluable.
Hyde O'Reilly completes the 3-point play, makes it 35-21. 14 points in the game for Hyde O'Reilly. Right side, here's Tallarico.
Got a back cut when you're overplayed in basketball.
Clayton Moore. 5-second count is on. Dump it inside. Shot's no good. Kiefer the rebound and a whistle and a foul. Ezra Clark kind of saying, what did I do? It looked to me like 2-hand shove in the back.
Yeah, just a little frustration showing right there. One of the toughest things in sports, regardless of whatever sport it is when you have trouble scoring. Yeah. I don't care if it's baseball, football, basketball, whatever it is. It's hard, Jared, because you have to work through that. And it's hard to be successful.
Here's O'Reilly. Skips it over to Dashel Neighbor. His shot no good. Rebounded by Ezra Clark and the Rockets. Trying to find my roster. I don't have 34 listed as a traveling violation going to be called on the Rockets. And I thought maybe he was in JV, but there's no 34 listed for JV either.
Yeah, well, do they have sizes? No.
Yeah, he's a big one.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
Could it be Dylan Kistler maybe?
I don't remember. I guess I should have recorded his number from the JV game.
While we have a timeout, some other games going on around the area tonight. Boys basketball action, Wellington and Harvest Prep, Pickerington Central at Gahanna, Lancaster at New Albany, Franklin Heights at Canal Winchester, Pickerington North at Upper Arlington, Millersport at Grove City Christian, and Logan is at Warren. On the girls' side, Liberty Union at Amanda Clear Creek, Bloom Carroll at Logan Elm, Fairfield Union at Hamilton Township, Gahanna at Pick Central, New Albany at Lancaster, Upper Arlington at Pickerington North, and Canal Winchester at Franklin Heights. And then a whole slate of games again tomorrow night. Tim, I want to talk real quick. You know, we see a lot of this where it's boys and girls on the same night. As a fan, as a parent, I really don't like that. I mean, you're taking away the opportunity for your students to go as a group collectively and support your teams when you're splitting them up and going opposite places on the same night.
I agree. Well, what happened was we had an expansion of schedules. Went to 22 games.
Yeah.
So there are only so many dates. But I just had this chat with Berne Union girls coach Dwayne Hurst the other night, down here watching a junior high game for somebody that I knew, whatever. But, you know, we talked about neither one of us liked it. And when the Mid-State League went, you know, or whatever league it went to doing that, playing on the same night, frustrating because kids need to be at whatever gender's game it is.
Right.
We didn't care. And like Dwayne said, he goes, we knew Thursday and Saturday were our game.
Yep.
And people knew.
Right.
And he said, actually, our crowds got less because, you know, there were people had kids involved in both.
Right. Shot no good, rebounded by Joey Ellis, and a whistle and a traveling violation on Joey. Moore, right side to Shoemaker. Back out now to Davenport, and back over to Moore. Moore took the high dribble, picks it back up, and just throws it off Joey Ellis's leg. But I think is there a foul? Yeah. Away from the basketball.
Had his hands on him. I mean, the one thing technique-wise you have to do in the post is you have to show the officials your hands. You can bump with your lower body, you can bump with your forearms, but you got to get the hands off.
Minute 31 to play in the third quarter, 35-21, Irish lead. Rockets with the basketball, little running jumper, no good by Shoemaker. Peyton Owens a rebound. Here come the Irish, 3-on-1 to Hyde O'Reilly, puts it up and in.
That's what I mean. When they get out in transition and do it right and be assertive, they're dangerous.
O'Reilly was 16 on the night, and they've upped their lead to 16.
Now it's going to be a test for the Rockets here, Jared, to see if they can stay poised and have good possessions.
There's Tallarico giving off to Davenport at the top. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Peyton Owens steps into the passing lane, steals it away. Owens the other way, and he's fouled by Ray Davenport.
He tried to
go up and under, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to try to go to the other side to avoid possible block, and didn't get it, but he drew the foul. Well, watch his, you know, here's that transition break, and O'Reilly, he gets out and runs the break. Yeah, he's an excellent athlete, and there's no reason he shouldn't be getting down the floor.
Peyton Owens at the free throw line. It's his first point of the second half.
That defensive possession, he had great technique. I'm not going to evaluate the offense there, but he had great technique defensively. He had his deny hand up in the lane is what you want. And if you get a deflection with his talent and quickness, he made a play.
Ethan O'Reilly checks into the game. This is his first action of the season. The freshman broke his hand in the last football game of the year at Grove City Christian, and he's just now worked his way back into playing action for the Irish. Dashel Neighbor picks up a foul. That's his third. So now the Irish have Neighbor with third. The Rockets have Austin Snyder and Ray Davenport both with three.
Only 45 seconds to go here.
Moore brings it up. Gets it right side to Shoemaker. Takes the screen.
There's your
backdoor cut.
Yeah.
Shot's no good. Blocked by Grant Kiefer.
But that's what they got a few times in the first half, and that's there. Yeah. If you space it and time it, and that takes practice, but that'll be there against teams that like to play pressure defense.
Inbound pass almost stolen away by Ethan O'Reilly. Here's Tallarico with 22 seconds. His shot going to be blocked by Hyde O'Reilly. And then a whistle and a tie-up. They're going to call a foul on Brody Tallarico. That'll be his third.
2 shots. See, they're starting to extend it because one of the things that Fisher's had here, even though they've subbed, they've been steady defensively. And this is how you build leads.
Yeah.
People think you have a really good team, you're going to come out in the first quarter and you're going to beat people, 20-2. That's not going to happen. You just got to play steady, sound defense. And then finish at the offensive end. And Hyde's getting into a little bit of a groove here. That's what I've liked. He played through some things there that weren't, he wasn't feeling so great about, but he plays himself through those. And that's what good players do.
1 of 2 from the line for Hyde. 17 points in the game. Dashel Neighbor steals it away. 10 seconds now. Here comes Grant Kiefer. Down to 7 seconds. Kiefer gets it to Ethan O'Reilly for 3 in the corner. No good. Kiefer, the putback at the buzzer, the tip no good. And we end the third quarter with the Irish up 39-21.
Excellent quarter for the Irish, Jared. Really extended it with, just like I said, consistency, aggression, and better execution.
Outscored them 13-7 in that third quarter.
Yeah, if you don't give up 30 points, you're probably going to win the basketball game. Hey, as a reminder, you can find live and past games on our YouTube channel. Just search for CLN, your hometown connection on YouTube, to find games and other local programming. While you're there, make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any action. And also, if you're on Facebook and Twitter, which is now called X, check us out on those social media platforms. Just search for Interface Video Productions.
Let's talk about some standings. First of all, in the Mid-State League Cardinal, because that's the league that we're covering right now. On the boys' side, Grove City Christian off to a good start. They are 3-0, followed by Harvest Prep. It's kind of an interesting situation. Harvest Prep will play everybody in the league one time.
Yeah.
But if they finish undefeated, they get to share the league championship. Kind of a strange situation there as they're kind of phasing them out of the Mid-State League Cardinal. They do get to play everybody one time. Miller off to a pretty good start. They are 2-1 in the league. It is Rosecrans at 2-2. Fisher Catholic, we mentioned, 1-2 in the league. Fairfield Christian is 1-3. Wellington 1-3. Millersport 0-3, and of course Berne Union at 0-4. We look at the Mid-State League Buckeye. That's always a battle. Fairfield Union right now off to a good start again. 5-0 are the Falcons. And then, of course, they've got Bloom Carroll and Amanda Clear Creek, Liberty Union all in that league. Liberty Union, Bloom Carroll, and Amanda Clear Creek all at the bottom right now of the league, which is kind of surprising, especially for Bloom Carroll. But not surprising is Fairfield Union at the top again.
No, I've seen them in a scrimmage, and they're rock solid, Jared.
Austin Snyder with the bucket on the other end for the Rockets. Back on the Irish side, Hyde O'Reilly going to spot up, no good. Goes out of bounds, and it will go to Berne Union.
Yeah, you got the shot you wanted. I mean, that's both sides. That's a good shot for Hyde, who's a scorer, but you also Berne sped him up a little bit, got him out of that, movement offense.
Over in the OCC Buckeye, the Lancaster Golden Gales off to not a bad start, 2-1 overall. They are on the road tonight at New Albany, but in the top of that division right now, Reynoldsburg off to a really good start at 4-0. Looking forward to seeing Lancaster later. I know that they're pretty excited. They've got some talent that's come back with especially some guard play. They can shoot the basketball. I saw that they had one go for 28 points the other night. So they've got some shooters on that team. Does Coach Riggs, and they are right now at 2-1 in the OCC Buckeye. Talk about the girls here in just a little bit as the Irish skip it over to Owens, now to Sam Tenza. He's just going to drive it inside the paint, put it up no good. Gets his own rebound, put back no good, but he's going to the free throw line as Austin Snyder picks up foul number 4.
Yeah, Sam's doing a good job as a freshman. I mean, people don't realize the step from 8th grade to varsity is a huge step.
Yeah.
The speed, the size, the whole thing is tough. So I give him a lot of credit. He's done a nice job this evening. Of course, he had an older brother, probably gave him a few lessons.
Sam makes a second end of the 2-shot foul. Makes it 40-23 Irish. 6:54 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Glennie Harris with the basketball, takes a screen from Ray Davenport. Picks up his dribble, and a foul going to be called on Noah Reed.
Yeah, you got to get higher than the postman's highest foot. You got to get above that to create space to be able to move around. And they're just getting caught on the pins, which is a good job for the Rocket players.
Good ball movement on the inbound play. Getting it to the corner to Moore. Now dump inside to Snyder. Nice pass over to Davenport. And then Tenza blocks his shot, but it'll stay with the Rockets.
I think he caught him off guard with the pass a little bit.
Yeah.
I think Davenport was waiting for the shot
backside
to go up.
rebound.
Yeah, exactly.
Davenport passes back out to Moore, and a whistle and a foul going to be called on Peyton Owens. Evan Shoemaker checks back in for the Rockets. It's a good look right there on your screen at the old gym here in Sugar Grove. This will be no more in a few months as they will tear this building down, and this is where they're going to build a brand new baseball field, as they had to remove their other baseball field to build the new school. But I hear that the new gym is quite nice. Looking forward to seeing that one.
Yeah, this is still nice.
Yeah, it is. Owens, little shot no good, or it good from just inside the three-point line.
Yeah, good job him being patient. It's been, he slowed down here when he got, we saw a hot spot there early, and
Peyton has 11 on the night.
Yeah, scorers have to learn to be patient too.
Snyder has it taken away by Ethan O'Reilly, and then Noah Reed will lose it. Coach Kerry James, I look over there and he's telling Ethan, just go with it. He kind of threw it backwards almost, or to the side.
Well, you know what? In this phase of where they are and, gaining their identity and things, and transition is one of the harder parts of the game.
Well, and I also think, Ethan, if you look at him, he just checks out. He's got those two fingers on his right hand taped together. That's the hand that was broken. He's maybe a little gun shy dribbling the basketball.
Sure.
Here's a dump inside to Austin Snyder. Turnaround jumper, no good. I'll tell you, Shu, if Austin can, he's got the skills. I mean, he's got the size. If he can just work on some things, I think he can be a player for Coach McKnight, as Peyton Owens drains another three, this one from the corner.
Just too much space. You know what they say, hand down, man down. You got to have him ready, and you got to guard him all the time.
Owens now with 14 to go along with O'Reilly's 17. Here's Moore. He'll fire up the shot. No good. Out of bounds. It'll go to Fisher Catholic with 5:03 to play in the game.
Well, I think the word, when you look at the Rockets, Jared, and what they're doing an awful lot of good things. But the word right now I would say to them is they've got to continue to work on polish.
Yeah.
The offensive skills especially, and the defensive effort consistently. Just polish it. Just make it better. Make your left hand better. Make your shooting better. All those little things that make you a good player.
Fundamental things.
Yes.
Sam Tenza from the top of the key. Got let's say it's a two. His toe was on the line. But Sam Tenza now in double figures at 10 points.
Yeah, shoes are too big.
Coach A.J. James talked about wanting to find another scorer. Well, Sam Tenza tonight in double figures.
But see, that's where right here the players, you've had 3 straight possession to turnovers. You got to get them back, settled down. Don't worry about the score of the game. You know what? I've told players before, you're not going to win the game at this point if you're behind. But you can still play well.
Yep.
There's no reason. There's no rules why you can't play well.
Dashel Neighbor going to fire up a three. No good. Good hustle rebound by Sam Tenza. Tenza now on the drive. His shot up no good. Rebounded by Snyder. Clock down to 4:11 to play in the ball game as Ray Davenport backs his way in. Shot's no good. Kiefer the rebound. Kiefer right side to Ellis. Now to Owens. Owens drives baseline. His shot's blocked, but a foul going to be called on Brody Tallarico. That'll be his fourth.
Yeah, Brody's done a really good job defensively tonight. He's had to guard perimeter scorers and perimeter players. He's been real active, played hard. And I think defensively he's been one of the better things for the Rockets tonight.
Owens at the line to shoot two. First one's up and good. Ethan O'Reilly set to check back in. He will come in for Peyton Owens.
Yeah, there's no need him being in the game right now. You would hate to see it, turned ankle or something silly.
Yeah. O'Reilly is already out.
Yeah.
And Owens' second free throw, no good. Sam Ten's a good hustle rebound.
Yep.
Gets it back to Owens with 3:40 to play in the game. Owens dishes over to Ellis. Ellis kicks it back to Owens. Corner in the three in the corner. He got it.
Well, see, he missed that on purpose.
Yeah, he did.
So he get another offensive possession.
He wanted it. That puts him at 17 to tie Hyde for game high. So.
Well, I know how Peyton works.
51-23 Irish. Here's Moore on the baseline. Kicks it back out. Shoemaker will fire up the three. The southpaw, no good.
Yeah. That's a great look though, and a good shot for him.
Here's Owens. Kicks it back to Kiefer. Owens again, this time way downtown. Got it again! I'm not sure he's missed a three tonight.
Not very many.
That's his fifth three of the night. He's got 20 points, and he'll check out of the game, and Ethan O'Reilly comes in.
We got 6 here in the last 40 seconds.
Yes. That was way out there. He's feeling it.
Yes.
Talk about some girls standing, Shu, in the Mid-State League Cardinal. Coach Bethel has the Irish playing really well. Went up to Bishop Reedy, who had been undefeated the other night, knocked them off. They are tied for the first in the Mid-State League Cardinal with Wellington. Wellington is 6-0 overall, 3-0 in the league. Fisher Catholic 4-0 overall, 2-0 in the league. Grove City Christian is right there as well. They're 4-1 overall, 3-1 in the league. That's going to be a tough battle between those top three. And, of course, Harvest Prep can't count them out either.
No. It'll be a battle all season.
And, of course, you mentioned Coach Dwayne Hurst, kind of a rebuild down here at Berne Union, but doing a nice job with what he's trying to do down here.
Always does. And, once the Klein girls, graduated and left, I mean, they were tremendous. Coach Little had some great runs with those teams.
Clayton Moore being worked on by Joey Ellis. Shots blocked by Dashel Neighbor. Rebounded by Brandon Watson. Here's Ethan O'Reilly. Got 3 freshmen on the floor right now, 2 juniors and a senior for the Irish. Check that, 2 freshmen as Sam Tenza's checked out of the game. Here's Ethan O'Reilly. Over now to Ellis. Back out top, Dashel Neighbor. Right side, Drew Maddie. And Maddie's pass stolen away by Clayton Moore. (54-23), 2:13 to play in the game. Moore going to fire up the shot over Drew Maddie. His foot was on the line, but he drains it. Gives him 9 on the night. To lead Berne Union, tied with Austin Snyder. Neighbor puts it on the floor, kicks it back to Maddie. Maddie, skip pass over to Watson. Back out now to Ethan O'Reilly. In the corner, Drew Maddie for 3. Off the iron, no good. And it's out of bounds back to Berne Union. Brandon Watson is the nephew of our own Bob Campetti. The interface video. And I tell you, Brandon might have quite possibly the most colorful shoes I've ever seen on a basketball court.
I would agree.
Wonder if Uncle Bob bought those for him. There they are. Look at that. Those are quite colorful.
Looks like
every color of the rainbow, I think.
like he's from Florida, right?
Yeah. Nice drive there by Brody Tallarico.
Tropical tennis shoes.
Does have a little coastal vibe to it.
It does. Or did you ever see like the Padres?
Yes.
I call them the sherbet uniforms.
Yeah, I did.
You ever have any sherbet?
Yeah.
No.
Is that their City Connect uniforms?
Yes.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, that's all right.
Ethan O'Reilly's putback's no good. He's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. There's a Dagger Law replay of that Brody Tallarico drive and score.
Like I said, Brody's had a good game. He's done a lot of things.
Ethan O'Reilly to shoot 2 shots for Fisher Catholic. First one's up and good. Ethan with his first varsity point. Second one up, no good. Tipped around and controlled by the Rockets. That is several times tonight that Fisher Catholic's made the first free throw and missed the second.
Correct.
A lot of different players have done that for them. Baseline jumper no good for Ezra Clark. He's fouled. Let's get to our players of the game as we're under a minute to play in the game. First of all, our Berne Union player of the game is brought to you by Bay Food Market. Stop in at Bay's and check out their weekly gourmet burger and brat selection and their weekend steak sale specials. Bay Food Market at the corner of Walnut and Maple Street in Lancaster.
Yeah, I think the guy, they've had a couple players here really, and we're not just looking at scoring, we're looking at the overall play on the floor. I really think Clayton Moore's had a really sound game, Jared. He's had to handle the ball, he shot the ball okay. He's done a good job.
I agree. Clayton Moore, number 1 for Berne Union. He's our Rockets player of the game, brought to you by Bay Food Market. And we will get to our Fisher Catholic player of the game momentarily. As the ball is loose on the floor in a tie-up, it'll be a jump ball. There's Clayton on the bench there. Let's get to our Fisher Catholic player of the game, brought to you by the Savings Bank, where community always comes first. The Savings Bank, proud of our heritage, founded by local people, committing to serving individuals and businesses in southeastern Ohio. Learn more at thesavingsbank.com. As we see O'Reilly, the putback no good.
Well, we talked about the two players, O'Reilly and Owens, coming in, scoring the points and all that. But I tell you, I thought Hyde had a specifically outstanding game. I know he missed some shots, but he did an awful lot of nice things. And, he plays defense. He's athletic. He's on the boards. He runs the transition well, Jared. And he kind of just sets the tone for them.
Congratulations, number 4, Hyde O'Reilly. He is our Fisher Catholic player of the game, brought to you by the Savings Bank. Let's check some scoring for the contest tonight. First of all, for Berne Union, as they go down tonight, 55-28. Their scoring looks like this. They had 2 guys close to double figures. Clayton Moore and Austin Snyder both with 9. It was Brody Tallarico with 2. Ray Davenport had 4. Evan Shoemaker with 2. Ezra Clark with 1. Again, it's Moore with 9. Tallarico 2. Davenport 4. Shoemaker 2. Clark 1. And Snyder 9. For the Fisher Catholic Irish, it was Sam Tenza putting up double figures tonight. The freshman had 10 points. Dashel Neighbor with 2. Grant Kiefer had 4. Ethan O'Reilly had 1. It was Hyde O'Reilly with 17. And Peyton Owens led all scorers tonight with 21 points. Again, Tenza 10, Neighbor 2, Kiefer 4, Ethan O'Reilly, that is 1, Hyde O'Reilly 17, and Peyton Owens 21. Shu, your final thoughts on this one tonight as the Irish win at 55-28.
Hey, they aren't always a thing of beauty, but when you play defense consistently and sound, that's what you get, the result. I thought they got out in transition a little more, which I think helps them get some easy baskets with their athleticism. And I think you're going to see more. We saw Sam step up tonight, become the 3rd scorer. Peyton shot it really well from distance.
Right.
But they're going to have to continue to grow and learn offensively, especially.
I think for Berne Union, there are some positive things that Coach McKnight can build on.
There are. They have some players who did some nice things. They missed a lot of easy shots, in my opinion. But again, like I said, I think the key word for Berne is polish. You got to become polished in skills.
Well, game number 1 for us of our broadcast season is in the books as the Irish win this one tonight, 55-28 over Berne Union. We're going to take the holidays off, and we'll be back with some more action coming up. Shu, what's on tap for us?
Yeah, January 2nd, we're gonna head out to Fairfield Union and watch them play the Tri-Valley Scotties in a rematch game of the regionals last year.
How special will that be for you as the former coach of the Tri-Valley Scotties? How many years you spend there?
I spent 6 coaching. It will be fun.
Yeah, it will be.
It will be fun, and you've been down there before when we did football and stuff. You know what it's like.
Absolutely. So stay tuned for that one. That one coming up January 2nd. Again, thanks to our Interface Video Productions crew tonight. They always do a fantastic job. Josh Messerly, Donnie Ziegfeld, Shane Messina, and Tom Russo. We want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Have a great New Year, and we'll see you in the New Year on January 2nd with Tri-Valley and Fairfield Union. Again, your final score tonight, Fisher Catholic 55, Berne Union 28. For our entire Interface Video Productions crew and Tim Shoemaker, I'm Jared Stewart. Have yourselves a great night, everybody.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Buckeye Toyota, Bay Food Market, Fairfield County Adam H., the Savings Bank, Fairfield Medical Center, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, the Carriage Company, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Dagger Law, and North Body Shop.